Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you, as students, parents, and citizens, to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
Should not criticize the players on either team.
should not boo the officials,
Shall not have alcohol beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
Should be courteous to the visiting fans.
Should cheer for your team.
and should show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Enjoy the game.
Hello everyone. On behalf of our school board and our McAllen ISD families, I want to welcome all of you to McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you for supporting our sporting events in our public schools. Your energy and your passion is what drives our student athletes to excel on the field. Enjoy the game and best of luck to both teams. Thank you.
Coming to you from DQ Fan Field at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium in its 50th season. And tonight it's a bi-district championship on the line. The Harlingen South Hawks here to take on McAllen Memorial's Mustangs. And it's all coming your way next right here on MITV Sports. And we're just moments away from the bi-district championship kicking off here at the stadium. The Mustangs and the Hawks ready to do battle here. I'm Mark May with Mario Reyna, and all set for tonight's extravaganza. Should be a good one. Two solid teams playing their best ball of the year, both coming in hot. The Hawks on a 3-game win streak, the Mustangs on a 7-game win streak. And with me, Mario, how do you see it unfolding tonight in your keys?
Well, first of all, congratulations, both teams, playoffs. They know each other, 10 games, everybody knows what they do, but it goes to the keys. Everybody knows about the Mustang run game. Can it be effective today? And that means we're going to keep an eye on the Hawks defense. Can they stop that offense? And at the end of the day, playoff teams, it's what happens in the third and fourth quarter. Who can control those quarters that will probably win the game?
Yeah, a test of wills, if you will, between these two teams. There can be the fatigue factor. You're close to the end of the season. You're in November. You've been playing every week since August, early August, if you count practices and scrimmages. And the fatigue factor can definitely get in there, as well as because of the mental taxation on the players as well, playing for a bi-district title, knowing that it's win or go home. Well, let's check in on our player profile and see how one player is shaping up. We talked to free safety Nehemiah Adebawale earlier this week in the Mustang camp.
I'm Dadeola Nehemiah Adebawale, free safety, and I play for the McAllen Memorial Mustangs.
Here's a throw toward the end zone, and this is intercepted. Adebawale celebrating.
The responsibility of the safety, backpedal, run first, then read the pass. Look at all your receivers, look at the quarterback's eyes, and just try to make a play on the ball.
A run, throws the ball, it's picked off. Adebawale with the intercept. And this is Adebawale's 4th intercept. He has all 4 Mustang interceptions this season.
It's all thanks to my D-line, rushing the quarterback. I can just make a play on the ball. My mindset is state championship all the way, all or none. We're trying to win every single game, big, no matter what team we face. We got to just put everything together. Everything we've done throughout the season, we got to put it together. Go to college, either become a podiatrist or an ophthalmologist, and hopefully play college football at the highest level.
And one of the players that Adebawale will certainly be keeping an eye on tonight is the Hawks quarterback, Austin Schroyer. And there's Schroyer right there, is having a brilliant season, has thrown for nearly 2,000 yards and 16 touchdown passes. He's also a running threat with over 700 yards rushing and 5 touchdowns scored from the ground. Meanwhile, for the Memorial Mustangs, How about their running back in Braxton Spates, number 4, who's rushed for over 1,600 yards, averaging 8.5 yards a carry, almost a first down every time he gets a touch. Has 15 touchdowns rushing this year, and Mustangs will certainly look for a big game from him. They're going to pull out a win here tonight. Looking at our starters now for the Memorial Mustangs. And of course, they have a different quarterback. It's going to be sophomore Vicente Valdez getting the starting nod in place of the injured Kane Coy. Then we have Braxton Spates and Jaden Solis, who are in there at the running backs. Gavin McIntyre is the tight end. The receivers, Hugo Rodriguez, and their leading receiver, Michael Alanis. Then their offensive line that averages 277 pounds. Damian Lopez Castillo, Tadeo Zamora, Jose Rios. And then the left side of the line, both men over 300 pounds, Ezekiel Osuna and Sean Reyes. And then our defensive line, 3-man front, Dylan Sanchez, Jose De La Garza. And then the man who leads the team in sacks with 10 sacks, 10 of their 14 sacks, Javi Izaguirre. Linebacker core includes Julian Castaneda, the leading tackler, Dalton Keller, Jonathan Garcia, and Ithriel Roberts-Jones. And then our defensive backs, Noah Ocañas and Josh Castellanos are the cornerbacks. The safeties in between, Adeba Wale, who has 4 interceptions this year, and Stevie Gonzalez. And looking at our officials for tonight. And here we go, Mario.
And this guy's got to be excited. It's their first playoff of the season. And we have some good ones right there, led by Juan Rodriguez, Michael Ochoa, Vicente Reina, Jose Hinojosa, Brian Duran, Cesar Arenas Jr., and side judge Edgar Gonzalez.
All right, a good crew. And they're from the Valley, Valley crew. Here to call tonight's game. 2 Valley teams going head-to-head. Here's the results for the Harlingen South Hawks. You can see they started with a loss to Nicky Rowe Warriors, a 2-touchdown loss there. Then they beat their crosstown rival in the Bird Bowl, the Harlingen Cardinals. There was a loss to Flower Bluff, beat Brownsville Rivetas. They got into the district play. Their losses were the teams that finished ahead of them, Flower Bluff, PSJA North, and also Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial. Then they finished with the 3 wins over Donna, PSJA Memorial, and Weslaco East. In fact, you can see those last 3 games, they averaged over 34 points a game and gave up only 7. Mustangs results, they opened with a win over Brownsville Hannah, and then had a couple of losses to the Weslaco Panthers and up north to San Antonio Johnson, and then have won the last 7, all in district play over Rio Grande City, Mission, Mackay, La Jolla Juarez Lincoln, Edinburgh Bella, Rohi, and La Jolla Palmview. We're about 3.5 minutes from kickoff now. The national anthem coming up, and here's a look at where the teams in District 16 5A are playing tonight. We've got the course at the top there. The Mustangs hosting Harlingen South. Mackay is on the road. They are at Corpus Christi Flower Bluff at Hornet Stadium. Then you've got Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial over in Edinburgh taking on the Bayless Sabercats, and the Mission Eagles are at PSJA North. That one, the shortest trip for any 2 teams. Mission to PSJA. PSJA 10-0 this season. They were the district champions in District 15 5A, and Mission the 4th place team. We got ready for the national anthem now. So we have the color guard coming out onto the field. Right rifle is Timothy Gonzalez. The left rifle is Cadet 2nd Lieutenant Rocco Ramirez. Carrying the Marine Corps flag is Sergeant Bella Camarena, and carrying the U.S. flag is Cadet 1st Lieutenant Marcus Bartlett. And we're going to have a kind of a surprise singing our national anthem. It's going to be one of the football players who is also in choir. It's going to be Gavin McIntyre.
The big tight end. He can also sing besides blocking.
He's under the direction of Miss Crystal Ortiz. And here he goes.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched march was so gallantly streaming, and the rockets rang glad, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that a flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Wow, wonderful job there by Gavin McIntyre, tight end, starting tight end for the Mustangs, also one of the team captains, and of course multi-talented, able to sing in the choir as well. And he plans to go to Texas A&M and study physical therapy, so we wish him the best of luck there.
Hey, Mustang fans, you know what time it is.
So the Mustangs 8-2 this year. The Harlingen South Hawks at 6-4. The Mustang cheerleaders spelling out Mustangs. And the winner of this game will be moving on to the area round, the second round. The winner will play either the New Braunfels Unicorns, who are 8-2, or Laredo Nixon Mustangs, who are 7-3. That'll be for the area championship. That would be next week. Of course, they would have to flip a coin to determine which venue they would play in, and so on and so forth. Those particulars still need to be worked out. But New Braunfels or Laredo Nixon awaits the winner of the Hawks and Mustangs.
And Mark, I want to go back to the cheerleaders. There's a cheerleader that's missing. We want to send her a shout out. She's sick. Ivana Ortega, wish you were here. Your parents are here. But Angel and his wife wanted to send a shout out to her. She's probably listening, for her to get better, and hopefully the Mustangs can win so she can cheer next week.
Oh, yes, yeah, I'm sure she's hoping for that. Here come the Hawks, by the way, and here come the Mustangs. Mustangs in their home Colombian blue with the white pants and the white helmets. The Hawks in all white tonight, the white jerseys and the white pants are traditional colors, orange and green. Mustangs, blue and gold. And there's Coach Moses Patterson in his 5th year as head coach of the Mustangs, his 18th year with the program. He's been with the Mustangs a long time. Head coach for the Hawks is Mr. Israel Gonzalez. He's also in his 5th year with Harlingen South.
You know, Mark, I was talking to both coaches before the game, and they both seem real calm, very confident.
Let's go, Mustangs. Make some noise for our playoffs game.
And here come the captains out for the coin toss. See, Gavin Ramirez is one of the captains, along with Ryan Luna. And then they have Oleg Lerma, the defensive back, and also Cash Harrell, one of their seniors. And then the Mustang captains, you see Jaden Solis, Kane Coy, who won't be playing tonight, Dalton Keller, Javi Izaguirre, Sean Reyes, and Gavin McIntyre.
And it'll be interesting to see who wins the coin toss.
Yeah, what they decide to do. We'll hear it from the official, Mr. Juan Rodriguez.
Harlingen South has won the toss and has elected to receive.
All right, we're just moments away from the kickoff, this bi-district championship between the McAllen Memorial Mustangs and the Harlingen South Hawks. Teams all set and ready to go.
And Mark, we have a lot of people from all over watching us. In Aggie Land, Mr. Ron Osuna says that his son and his roommate, Ryan Osuna, and Eric Guajardo, former Mustang players and other Mustang players, are all gathered up there in Aggie Land watching this game.
And we see the kickoff about to take place, and kicking it off will be Robert Ruelas, a senior. You can see he wears a black shoe and a red shoe. And they're back to receive is Yadi Cabrera. All right, there's the head coach, Israel Gonzalez. There in the middle of your screen in his 5th year as head coach of Harlingen South. And here is the kickoff. And this is going to go out of bounds, and so it's going to be a penalty. This will come out to the 30-yard line.
Kicking team.
And Harlingen South will be in good field position to start things off.
First down, McAllen Memorial.
We know we can go over those stats later, Mark, but Schroyer, the quarterback, outstanding dual threat. He's got a couple of good running backs, a couple of receivers.
Yeah, we see number 14 right there. That's their leading rusher, Caden Edwards. Close to 700 yards rushing.
Here we go.
Actually, second leading rusher behind the quarterback. And Schroyer's going to hand this off to Edwards, and Edwards stopped at the line of scrimmage. It was a good stop there for the Mustangs. Julian Castaneda in there on that tackle, along with Jonathan Garcia, 2 linebackers. Holds him to no gain.
That's what the defense is going to have to do all night long. Keller right there, no surprise, also in on the tackle.
And so second down, and they're going to call it 9 here. Shotgun snap to Schroyer, pump fake, wants to throw, and this is almost caught. It's going to be incomplete. Nearly coming in with that was Gavin Ramirez. Nearly made a great sliding catch, but couldn't quite hang on.
A well-designed play, the Mustang defense.
Test.
Usually they do come up with that play. Good throw, right in the money, but wasn't able to secure it, so that makes it a 3rd and 9.
Yeah, 3rd down and 9 now for the Hawks. Receiving here in the first half. 3-man rush for the Mustangs. Schroyer with time. Now steps up, fires toward the sideline, and it's caught over there. Was he in bounds?
I don't think so.
And I don't think he was. No, you're right. Catch made by Christian Trevino, junior receiver.
We'll take a look at the replay. Pretty good protection, but the ball was slightly out.
Yeah, came down with both feet out of bounds.
Good job by Gonzalez making sure that the receiver did not come with a good catch. Now this guy is a heck of a punter, Mark. He averages close to 40 yards per kick.
Haziel Ovalle, who's also one of their receivers. Excellent punter and kicker as well. Good all-around athlete. Punts this one, takes a bounce at the Mustang 30. Fielded on the one hop by the Mustangs, then quickly running out of bounds is Michael Alanis, their receiver. And so the Mustangs will have their first possession. And they're going to spot this at the 30, or just shy of the 32-yard line.
Well, Mustang defense coming up with a stop, but basically the Hawks stopped themselves when they didn't have that completion. They would have given them a first down. And here we go, power football, Mark. Will it work tonight?
Yeah, the Mustangs rely almost solely on the run. Interesting, these two teams both average a little over 400 yards of offense, but they get it in different ways as Jaden Solis gets the toss and fights his way up for a gain of 1, it looks like, up to the 33-yard line, and it'll bring up second down. Yeah, but the Mustangs averaging 422 yards of offense with 342, all but 80 of it coming on the ground. Meanwhile, for the Hawks, they average 415 yards a game with 216 coming on the run and 200 coming on the pass. So they're all a very evenly balanced team, and for the Mustangs, it's pretty much all run. Second down and 9 now. Split backfield. They give it to Spates here, and Spates across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line, maybe the 38.
And
no surprises.
No surprises by offensive coordinator Tivo Gonzalez establishing the run. Now, Jaden Solis had a great last week, I think he ran close to 200 yards, and we know that Braxton is a pretty tough runner. We know that.
And 3 touchdowns, too, I think, for Solis last week. He had an amazing game.
And that's what Tivo Gonzalez will do. He'll find the hot running back, and he'll keep giving him the ball.
So 3rd down and 5 for the Mustangs. They'll toss it to Spates. Spates with the lead block. His hit falls down to about the 40-yard line. He'll be about 2 yards shy of the first down. And this may be too early to go for this with a 4th and 2. And we'll see if the Mustangs bring on the punting unit or not. Here's another look at it.
I don't think they're going to punt, Mark. I think they're calling in a play. And on that play there, Mark, comes back to the Kane Coy factor that they didn't put the ball up in the air because Vicente is just a sophomore.
Yeah, Vicente Valdez, the quarterback. And here they go on 4th down and 2. Give it to Spates, rushes forward. And this is going to be very close. Got close to the line to gain. And when they blew the whistle, they'll give him forward progress. But we'll see where they spot this.
I don't think he made it, Mark.
Their early roll of the dice here for the Mustangs. And based on where they spot it, it looks short. In fact, I don't think they're going to measure. Their Hawks are already celebrating, bringing their offense onto the field.
And, you know, you can't blame Coach Patterson and the offense. That is the strength of the team. And you want to give your kids confidence by making sure that, I don't know if the officials are thinking about it, but from up here, it does not look like a first down. But I think Coach Patterson is still trying to say, hey, is there any way you can still measure? But getting back to, and they are going to measure, Mark, but one of the things Coach Patterson, he knows that they're trying to establish, get that momentum on their side. But it's a big stop by the defense.
Well, here's the measurement. This looks a lot closer than we initially thought. Oh, there they go. Okay. Yeah, it's short by length of a football. Less than a yard. And it'll be the Hawks ball. So Hawks holding serve, if you will, here. The early going. And a big opportunity for them as they'll take over in Mustang territory, the 41-yard line.
Big opportunity. See if the Hawks can take advantage of it. But it goes back to the Kane Coy factor, Mark. He had a great season. Kane was doing very well, great at faking, but he's also real good at passing. But with Vicente, it might be, I don't know if they're going to throw the ball a lot tonight.
3 down linemen for the Mustangs. And it's a play action, going to flare it out to the left side. This is caught, breaks a tackle, is up close to a first down. That's the receiver, Easy Cortez. It's a senior. And Cortez came in as their leading receiver with 37 catches for 650 yards. Makes number 38 right here.
And the good thing about him is that it was a short pass, but it's all about giving your athletes an opportunity to get those yards after catches. He did.
So 2nd down and just 1 now. They're at the Mustang 33-yard line. And here's a run up the middle. This is Edwards, and Edwards has the first down. And the Hawks able to move the chains. Got a score update involving McAllen Flower Bluff for you in just a moment. 6-yard pickup there for the first down.
Edwards came into this game with 101 carries, 678 yards.
In the first quarter at Hornet Stadium, it's Flower Bluff 14, McAllen nothing. By district championship, 150 miles north of here. And here's play action. This is going to be blown dead, however.
False start. Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty. First down.
All start. We'll make it a 1st and 15. You would think by game 11 that wouldn't happen, but you also know this is a playoff game, so the kids are excited. The adrenaline is running and gets them a little nervous.
Yeah. First penalty of the game on either team. Under 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. Hawks with the 1st and 15. And Schroyer back to throw, has time. Now being chased. He's going to tuck it and run this. He's their leading rusher as well as passer. And gets this down to about the 23-yard line, a pickup of 9. And it'll be 2nd down and 6.
What a job by Schroyer. he had time, but saw that there was nobody open, but then he put on that move. That move right there got him an additional 7 yards, and now makes it a 2nd and 6.
Averages 7 yards per carry. So a dual threat there, Schroyer. Has 3 receivers to the left side. 1 man in the backfield is Edwards, and Schroyer's going to keep this one. As hit at the 20, and then forced back from there. But he picks up 3 yards, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
And Schroyer came into this game with 125 completions out of 211, almost 2,000 yards, Mark. So you know he can also pass, and that's what makes him very dangerous. 3rd and 3, they can run it right now, or they can pass it. So what do you do as a defense? Tough situation.
They've got trips to the right. It's a passing formation. Edwards in the backfield, and they'll fake it to Edwards. Flare it out to the right side. It's caught. Broken tackle, 1st down and more. And they'll be inside the 10 with a 1st and goal after the catch by Cortez.
Well-designed play, Mark. It had the Memorial defense like on the edge of their feet.
Yeah. Isolation replay there.
Nice, well done. Cortez, like you said, Mark, he came into this game with 37 receptions. Good job by Adobo Wally, making sure that he did not allow touchdown. Good open field tackle.
Yeah, first catch of the game for a Hawks receiver, first official one. Here they are, 1st and goal from the 9. Throw over the middle in the end zone. It's caught for a touchdown, and the Hawks have the early lead here midway through the 1st quarter, 6-0.
And the all-around player, Ovalle, scoring the touchdown there. Ovalle can do it all. He can punt, he can pass, and he can kick field goals too. And obviously on that play, as you saw him, he can also catch the ball.
6-play, 42-yard drive for the Hawks after they held the Mustangs on downs, and the Mustangs went for it on a 4th and 2 play, picked up only a yard. Now Ovalle, who just scored the touchdown, out there to kick the extra point try. It's a good hold by Ramirez, good kick by Ovalle, and the South Hawks lead 7-0 here with 6:20 to play in quarter number 1. Another look at the touchdown here. You can see the Mustangs had a blitz going as Castaneda was coming in from the weak side, but quick pass to Ovalle for his 3rd touchdown of the year puts the Hawks up. We'll be right back.
McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field. Hawks lead the Mustangs 7-0 mid-1st quarter. Looks like the Hawks had knew what to expect against these Mustangs.
They're absolutely the defensive coordinator is going to make the Mustangs put it in the air. They're going to load the box because they know the Mustangs like to run.
Saw Jaden Solis back to receive at his 10-yard line. Gets to the 20. This is actually Alanis on the return. And up to the 20-yard line. That's where the Mustangs will start their 2nd possession. The Mustang cheerleaders under Coach Pete Ramirez.
And Mark, all season long, we've seen at our games how much 1 yard, what a big difference it makes, right? Because that's what, you know, the Mustangs, they went for it. They didn't get the 1st down. Maybe they would have gotten that 1st down. They would have kept their drive going. But that 1 yard, if you don't get it, it hurts. And credit to the Coach Gonzalez, they took advantage of a short field and got their 7 points.
Here's Valdez, the quarterback, going to hand this off to Spates. And Spates surges forward for a gain of 3. It's tough sledding down there as the Hawks seem well prepared for the Mustang run game.
Braxton Spates, we know he came in with 1,636 yards in 5A Division I. That puts him as the 11th best running back. Of course, in the district, he was number 1.
Yeah, leading rusher with over 1,600 yards. Split backfield. And they'll give it to Solis this time, going to the right. And the Hawks ready for that one. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and long here for the Mustangs.
And here's where it's going to be almost like you don't have a choice. They already stopped 6 running plays. They've contained it so far. 3rd and 9. It's like a throwing down. You got McAllen ISD as your top receiver. And we'll see if the Mustangs are willing to allow Vicente Valdez an opportunity to put the ball up in the air.
And we're going to see Valdez in the shotgun now here on a 3rd and 9. Mustangs come out with the spread formation. They've got Spates in the backfield. Hawks are going to rush 4. Valdez with time. Now forced to run. He's going to tuck this and run it up across the 30, 1st down and more. And then goes down at the 30 or 38-yard line and has the 1st down with 16 yards.
And this is the element that Vicente Valdez has. He's got a pretty good arm, but he's also very quick. Did a good job of finding the opening up the middle. And Mark, that might be something that's real important for Valdez to gain some confidence. He's only a sophomore. This is maybe his 3rd game that he's having a lot of action.
Yeah, he's had appearances in 9 games this season, but yes, mostly in end-of-game situations. And here he goes, hands off to Spates, and Spates with some room up the middle, up near midfield to the 48-yard line, excuse me, the 43-yard line, and a gain of 5.
And we take a look at the replay, Mark, you'll see that the defense from the Hawks, they're loading like 6 or 7 players in between the hash marks. And look at Spates. I mean, almost every game he's going to run over somebody. He loves to hit. Kind of reminds me of his brothers.
Oh yeah, Trevor and Campbell, both outstanding runners. And here again the Hawks really packing that line of scrimmage, and Valdez running for his life now on the rollout. He's going to fire toward the sideline intended for McIntyre as it goes incomplete.
2 things on that play, Mark. The rollout by Valdez is what you want to do to give him some openings, but they put a lot of pressure on him, so he kind of had to rush that ball. He wasn't in a comfort zone. You can see right there, he did a good job of avoiding a sack, which would have been about an 8-yard loss. Good thing he did not pass intended to McIntyre.
He was being chased by Joe Carter Nunes, the 6-foot, 215-pound defensive end. Nunes came in with 3 sacks, the 2nd on the team. And here on 3rd down and 5, they'll toss it to Space, right side, trying to get outside and doesn't. A good open field tackle there made by Oleg Lerma, the senior safety. And the Mustangs will be 4th down again.
A heck of an open field tackle by Lerma, not Spates. Would have probably gotten the 1st down. Came into this game with 48 total tackles right there open field. More than likely, if he doesn't make that tackle, they probably get a 1st down. So the Mustangs at a 4th and 4, they're going to punt.
A little bit of pressure put on. Ruel is able to get the punt off. This is going to be high. Takes a Mustang bounce and picked up at the 18-yard line. No gain at all for Cabrera on the return as the Mustangs all over him. And the South Hawks, though, have held the Mustangs on 2 possessions. They have a 7-0 lead here in the 1st quarter.
Boy, that was close, Mark. You saw the replay. It was a lot closer than we saw. They almost blocked that.
So the Hawks with 2:48 to go here in the 1st quarter. Taking over at the 16-yard line in their territory. They might pop one deep here in a moment as they hand this off. Edwards with a big hole up the middle into the secondary and across the 30 to the 32-yard line. Gain of 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Real nice blocking on the left side of the Hawk offense. And what helps on the running game, Mark, is when you've had success through the air passing, it kind of opens up your running game.
Helping out there on the tackle was Jorge Munoz. And here 1st and 10 now. Hand off Edwards. And he surges across the 35. They'll probably say he was stopped there at the 35. The gain of 3. Another look at it there. Good surge by the Hawks offensive line.
90, Jose de la Garza in on the tackle for the Mustangs.
In the last 2 minutes of the first quarter now. Trips to the left for the Hawks. Schroyer marks out the signals, rolls out to his right, and now fires, and this is, looks like it's caught, but they're ruled incomplete. Unable to bring it in bounds was Ramirez, and running closely on the play there was Adebawale.
Plenty of time. The offensive line is doing a very good job of protecting Schroyer, for sure.
Actually an incompletion over there, but I think it would have been out of bounds. And bring up third down. Hawks 1 for 2 on third down. Minute 41 to go here in the first. Mustangs rush 4. Schroyer steps up, now being chased. Ball comes loose as he's tackled, and there's Keller on top of it. Keller falls on the loose ball, and the Mustangs have the first turnover of the night, their 13th turnover of the season.
And that is a very, very smart play by Keller, because sometimes the temptation can be like you want to pick it up because you're in front, and when you do that, you don't pick it up. So he did the right thing very nicely on the hustle play. Who was that, Mark? You get him? It looked like it was Javi Izaguirre, who we've highlighted before. And what a play by Izaguirre, causing a turnover. Exactly what the Mustangs need. They need to capitalize, though.
Minute 32 to go in the quarter. Handoff Spates, and Spates up for a gain of about 2 to the 21-yard line.
I mean, so far this Hawk defense, they've seen the scouting report. That's one thing, is to see the scouting report. The other thing is to stop it. Everybody knows that the Mustangs are going to run, but they do it so well over the years that it's very difficult to stop. Julio Rodriguez bringing in the play.
Yep, Mustangs with a 2nd and 8 here.
Go with us. Go, go, go.
Clock running, last minute of the first. Mustangs with an unbalanced line to the left side here. They like to do this. Hawks adjust accordingly with a lot of defensive linemen in there. And we see this toss to Spates. Doesn't go anywhere. I think they got to the line of scrimmage.
And Mark, the Mustangs, I think, are lucky that they didn't fumble the ball there, because it looked like something didn't go well. Something did not go well. You saw there, luckily the Mustangs did not fumble, and the Hawk defense, look at them. There's like 5 players right there on that play.
We're going to call it a loss of 1, so 3rd down and 9 here for the Mustangs. Same formation, going to throw this time toward the end zone. Man is there! Wow. It's caught, it's Alanis, and the Mustangs 7-6 now as Alanis hauls it in from Valdez on the play action.
And Mark, that's what happens when your defense is so focused on stopping the run. You forget you're forcing the Mustangs to pass. And Vicente Valdez up to the challenge. He had plenty of time, Mark, because they were looking at the running backs to see who was going to run the ball. And Vicente surprised them. And what a perfect pass. And we know what Michael Alanis is capable of. He's always running great patterns.
Here's Ruelas to attempt the extra point. And this is drilled right through the uprights. We're tied at 7. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. And what a quarter it was as both teams find the back of the end zone. We're tied
of the first
at 7.
Quarter. Hydration.
Another look
Time
at
out.
the road to Alanis as we go to break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And welcome back. 7-7 our score. Mustangs with a 3-play, 23-yard drive. Alanis with a 22-yard catch for the touchdown from Valdez. Valdez, his first touchdown throw of the season. And for Alanis, his 6th touchdown catch. And of course, that drive set up by the Javi Izigueta, causing a fumble recovered by Dalton Keller at the Harlingen 23-yard line.
Well, Vicente picked a good time, didn't he? For his first touchdown of the season. No fear in Valdez.
And both teams taking advantage of short fields in order to get their touchdowns. And here's the kick by Ruelas. And this is going to be a little handoff in the backfield, or they fake the handoff anyway, as they run it up across the 25 to the 27-yard line. And on the return was Ovalle.
I have a score for you up there at Flower Bluff. The Bulldogs are really struggling. I think they're going into halftime. They started earlier over there, Mark, and they're down 24-0.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, that game started 30 minutes before this one. So early second quarter here, and we're tied at 7. Hawks in white, Mustangs in blue. And a handoff up the middle. Big hole here for Edwards again as he crosses the 35 up to the 36-yard line. A gain of 9 on the play.
Nice blocking right up the middle. I mean, he had 2 different areas where the holes opened up. He could have run either way. 2nd and 1, you can do anything on this down.
Had Jorge Munoz on the tackle. 2nd down and 1 now for Harlingen South. They give it to Edwards, going right side, has a hole, 1st down and more, into the secondary, still going at the 30-yard line. One man chasing, and not going to be enough. And all the way to the end zone. The Hawks have scored and retaken the lead. That was a terrific 64-yard run there by Edwards for his 13th touchdown of the year.
Yeah, and Edwards, he does have speed, Mark. He does have another touchdown where he went 80 yards. And every time he touches the ball, he gets about 7 yards. And pretty simple, Edwards, it all goes back to the blocking on the right side of the Hawks offensive line. What a quick response.
Yeah, and so the Hawks get the momentum right back after Memorial had made a big play. Here's the snap. And the kick by Ovalle is good. He's now 2 for 2, and it's a 14-7 lead here for Harlingen South in the opening minute of the second quarter. Might have been a flag down on that play. Let's see what the officials tell us.
Personal foul, tripping. Offense number 19, 15-yard penalty. Retry.
Well, that's a big penalty, Mark. Coach Gonzalez wants an explanation. Gives you an opportunity to send a shout out to his parents. Ana and Israel Gonzalez are watching all the way from Cripple, Colorado. Wish their son best of luck.
Yeah, penalty was on the line of scrimmage somewhere. Didn't see it in that replay. So Valles made the kick, but he'll have to do a retry. And this was a 15-yard penalty. So the ball now going to be spotted at about the 18-yard line. And from there, it'll be a 35-yard kick. So this is no gimme.
No, it's not a gimme, but that's good officiating right there, Mark. You got to explain to the coach, give him an opportunity to know what happened so he can correct his players. And I think we have
the try was good.
They'll find
penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
And on the left, we'll look at the far left, the offensive line. Oh, using the right hand to hold back a player. Kind of like, what was that game we played in kindergarten? Red Rover?
There you go.
Yeah.
Give credit to the officials. That's good eye, Mark. That's not easy to catch. Somebody got it. That's why they're here. That's the thing about officials too, Mark. When you come to a by-district playoff, you earn the right. The coaches liked how you officiated all year.
Yeah, great run there by Edwards, using both hands to protect the ball all the way.
That's something I was going to talk about. I saw a video on him, and he does a good job. He's always putting 2 hands on the ball. It's not easy to run with 2 hands on the ball, Mark. So the penalty was enforced right here?
Yeah, the penalty enforced on the kickoff.
There you go.
So the point counts, the PAT counts, it's 14-7. They move it back 15 yards on the kickoff. Mustangs get it at the 19-yard line. Run this up to near the 35. They'll be in good field position. That's Alanis on the return, who's brought down by Oleg Lerma.
So because the Mustangs were able to have that big completion, it might kind of soften up the defense a little bit, not to just be worried about the run. We'll see if that helps the Mustang offense. The ground game has not been there.
So Mustangs on first down, their own 35-yard line, give it to Spates, and Spates turning forward against that stacked defensive line for a gain of about 2. Which I think they're going to give him credit for 3 there, bring up second down.
And we know this Mustang offense, Mark, it could happen for a lot of plays, short gains, and then what will happen? All of a sudden, you'll have Jayden Solis break one or Braxton Spates break one.
So second down and 7 now for the Mustangs. Got Solis and Spates in the backfield. Tight end to the right, they'll pitch this left. It's Spates with the block from Solis, and Spates into the open field. Crosses midfield, now makes a move, breaks another tackle. Could be off to the races here with 1 man to beat. Stays in bounds and falls down inside the 5-yard line. A huge run there by Spates. Biggest play of the night for the Mustang offense. And they have got a 1st and goal situation.
And I want to thank Braxton Spates, Mark. I just said that, there's a lot of plays. They might not get any yards, but then all of a sudden, you could see Jayden Solis or Braxton Spates break it, and that's exactly the Mustang offense right there. You can stop them, but then all of a sudden, they're going to get a big one. And I like the way Spates ran at the end. I mean, he was trying to score a touchdown, but a good open field tackle.
Yeah, 54-yard run there by Spates. And gives the Mustangs a 1st and goal. They're going to say stepped out at the 8-yard line. So 1st and goal from the 8. Spates again, breaks the tackle at the 5, still churning, and down near the 1-yard line. That'll bring 2nd down and goal.
He almost scored. Not too many running backs would have been able to break their first tackle. They had him, but determination. You take a look at a nice slow motion.
And Solis again with the lead block. Sean Reyes, the big left tackle there on the left of your screen.
And it took 3 Hawk defenders, Hawk defenders to bring him down.
Yep. Reyes, who came in with 45 pancake blocks this year. His teammate Ozuna, the left guard, leads the team with 69 pancake blocks. It's when you flatten your opponent. Here's 2nd down and goal. Unbalanced line to the left. And Valdez, the quarterback, tries the sneak. Going to be very close, no signal yet. No signal to be 3rd and goal. No, now they say touchdown. Touchdown Mustangs. And Valdez able to sneak in from 1 yard out. And Valdez now with his first touchdown pass and his first touchdown run of the season coming here in tonight's game.
What a fine time to do it, your first playoff game. Now the officials right there initially did not quickly call for a touchdown because, you have a lot of players there. But they waited and they saw that the ball was over the end zone line. Touchdown.
There's Alanis to hold on the extra point try. Ruelas' kick is long enough and good. And he's now 2 for 2. We're tied at 14 with 9:06 to go here in the first half. Mustang fans having a big time here tonight. And we're going to go to the fan cam now. A lot of fans here. You can see the Mustangs wearing the all white tonight. trying for what they call a whiteout. And we got the fan cam.
There's an excited person.
One of our band directors. Gonna look at the touchdown again. See, just 1 yard out. Valdez faked like he was gonna hand it off and then surged forward. Can't really see where he is in that pile. And just like the officials, right? They had to uncover it for a moment. And determined that he did cross the plane of the end zone. Caught at the 24 on the kickoff, run up near the sideline, and finally hammered out of bounds about the 45-yard line. A big return there for the Hawks.
Not a good special team play by the Mustangs. You don't want to give a hot offense the ball right there at the, what are we looking at, the 41-yard line?
Yeah, 41. And you see the return here by their Easy Cortez, their senior receiver.
Nice hit at the end by Josh Castellanos.
Mustang scoring drive, by the way, 4 plays, 65 yards, helped by a 54-yard run by Spates. Then he also got it close to the 1, where Valdez carried it over from there. 9:01 to go here in the first half. And Schroyer's going to hand this off, and here's a Mustang in the backfield. Tackles Edwards for a loss of a yard. That's Keller, the linebacker. Keller came in as the leading tackler on this Mustang team with 83 tackles.
He read that one very well. You could see him focus right up the middle, got away from the blocker. Great play. Of course, the other play he did was on that fumble recovery. I was impressed that he didn't try to pick it up. Sometimes you won't. He just landed on the ball.
A sign of good coaching there. -2 yards. And so it's going to be 2nd down and 12. As Schroyer back to throw, has time over the middle, and it's incomplete. Was trying to hit Cortez on the quick post there, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And that's something that has to be concerning for defensive coordinator Cadu. It's just too much time, and eventually they're going to hurt you. Can't give a quarterback too much time. But we'll see if the Mustangs will send out some special packages to put some pressure on Schroyer.
So 8.5 to play in the first half. 3rd down and 11 here for the Hawks. So they got 3 receivers to the right. Schroyer being chased now. Izagita on his tail, but takes off and picks up a 1st down, and then goes down in Mustang territory at about the 43-yard line. And it's a gain of 18 yards and a 1st down.
That's a big play right there, Mark. The Mustangs had an opportunity to get off the field, but when you have a good quarterback, a good athlete, that's what they do. So that one's pretty much give credit where credit should be given. Schroyer getting that big 1st down.
So tied at 14. 1st down at the Mustang 44. New set of downs here for the Hawks. And here's a handoff. Edwards breaks a tackle. Carried one Mustang for about 5 yards there as he gets good yardage inside the 40 to the 37. Gain of 6 on the play.
One thing I'm going to tell you, Mark, the way Edwards carries the ball, 2 hands, this kid is not going to fumble tonight.
Adebawale in there on the tackle, along with Keller. 2nd down and 3. And Schroyer going to give it to Edwards again. And Edwards breaks a tackle into the secondary, still going. 1st down and inside the 20-yard line, where Adebawale brings him down again. You're going to spot him at the 20 and a gain of 17.
Pretty much right now, so far, up to now, Mark, it's the offensive line of the Hawks that's controlling this game. And look at this kid. I mean, not only does he carry the ball pretty good, Mark, he shows good sportsmanship. You got to like that.
Yeah, the Mustangs, too, with the helping him up. And 1st down. Edwards, this time, no cigar. So he gets back to the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Izageta. Keller was in there as well, along with Roberts Jones, the linebacker.
And that was a good play by the defense, but it has not been consistent. The Mustang defense needs a little bit more of those more often. As you look at Coach Gonzalez, I understand there's a lot of people from Primera that are watching this game supporting Coach Gonzalez.
Yeah, South finished 4th place in their district. Mustangs were district champions in theirs. They're both playing pretty even right now as Edwards carries it up to the 16-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd down. Or correction, 3rd down.
3rd down. And it almost looks like it could be a passing down, 3rd and 6. And it could be a passing down, Mark, because they have a good passing attack. They have a bunch of good receivers.
Yeah, Hawks are 2 for 4 on 3rd down, facing a 3rd and 6 here. The 3 receivers to the right side. Man comes in motion, Ovalle. And now Schroyer on the controlled rollout, forced to run it. I think it might have been a run all the way as he crosses the 15 to the 13. A gain of 3 on the play.
And 2 things happened on that play right there. First of all, the Mustang defense did not put much pressure on Schroyer, but the defensive backs for the Mustangs did a good job of not allowing him to find an open receiver. We'll have a timeout, Mark?
Yeah, timeout on the field. 4th down and 3 now, and we'll take a short break. We're tied at 14 with 5:14 to play in the first half, and this is football night in McAllen ISD.
McAllen ISD has 2 major awards to start the new year. We have the state A rating for our academic achievement and the state's highest mark for financial accountability. It's student success while managing the public dollar with expertise. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back here on football night in McAllen. 14-14 our score. We have an officials timeout right now. So it doesn't count against either team. Both teams with their full set of timeouts. Each team has 3.
At a 4th and 3rd, Mark, they do have a good field goal kicker. So this is all about it. Does Coach Gonzalez want his 3 points right now, or does he want to take advantage of something? He does have 3 good receivers that we've seen all night. Of course, Cortez with 37 receptions, and Ovalle with 25, and Ramirez with 20. And one thing that the offensive line is doing a good job for the Hawks.
Yeah, they are. Edwards having a huge night here so far. Came in averaging 6.5 yards a carry. He's probably averaging more than that. By the way, we have a halftime score. It's Flower Bluff 24, Mackay nothing. My district championship up at Hornet Stadium in Flower Bluff.
You can see good sportsmanship on the sidelines for the Mustangs, paying their respect. The kids were all on their knee, and now they're getting up once they see that the Hawk player their own player is coming back. Hopefully he's going to be okay. We'll get a good round of applause by the Mustang fans. A pretty good crowd on both sides here at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium.
We see Coach Patterson. Coach is helping the Mustang player off the field. Other games going on tonight in the by-district playoffs. You've got the Mission Eagles, who finished 4th in District 16, taking on the District 15 district champions, the PSJA North Raiders. Also, Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial is playing in Edinburgh against the Bella Sabercats.
30-yard field goal, Mark.
Yeah, this looks like, yep, it'll be 30. Ramirez will hold. Valle will attempt the kick. He's 2 for 2 this year, as long as 41. This is from 30. This would put the Hawks in the lead.
He's also 34 out of 35 in extra points. He's very accurate.
And here's the snap and hold is plenty long enough. And it is no good. It was wide to the right side and no good. first miss of the year for Ovalle.
Mark, I think you jinxed them this time.
So, yep, score remains 14-14. And the Mustangs hold serve there, and they'll take over at their 20-yard line with 5:02 to go here in the first half. Another look at it. You see it was hooking, and went wide of the right goalpost. So the Mustangs with 5 minutes and all 3 of their timeouts will take over at the 20. And here is Spates straight ahead. Gain of about 7 there before he's wrestled down by one of the Hawks who got there first, was Lerma. Lerma came in with 48 tackles. They're going to give him credit for 7 yards.
Here's where the Mustangs would like to get a couple of first downs and make sure they keep the ball away from the Hawks.
Second down and 3 for the Mustangs. And they're going to fake the toss. They want to throw. Being chased. Now gets rid of it. Caught. First down and more here. And then out of bounds. It's a catch for the Mustangs by Isaiah Gonzalez. His first catch of the night. And gets the ball all the way up to the 49.
Vicente Valdez continues to impress. He was under a lot of pressure, Mark, and spotted the receiver open and stopped it and got a pretty good first down. Now the ball's at their own 49-yard line.
Yeah, gain of 22 on the play. From a 2nd and 3 position. And here they're going to toss this. This is Solis trying to turn that corner to the wide side. He does, and it's wrestled out of bounds at about the 35, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Mustangs are now in Harlingen High territory.
And I was just going to say, don't forget about Jaden Solis. He had a big game last week, and the reason he runs with the ball, you saw that it's an advantage because you have Braxton Spates. It's an extra blocker in front. And Valdez also has to go block.
So 1st and 10 in Hawks territory. They hand this off to Spates. Spates dancing his way forward and is able to pick up some yardage to the 31, a gain of 5 it looks like. And the Mustangs will have second down. Clock continuing to run. It's under 4 minutes now to go in the first half.
And anything that you get up the middle, those are the tough yards. And you know Coach Patterson is going to be happy anytime you can get 5 yards, tough yards, up the middle. Nothing fancy. It's just our power game versus your defensive line.
The Mustang offensive line averages 277 pounds per man. You give it to Spates again, off tackle left, breaks one tackle, is wrapped up by Lerma, and Spates continuing to power on with second effort, taking 4 and 5 tacklers to bring him down, but picks up the first down.
And you know, sometimes some yards you get 4 yards, 5 yards, and they just look like 4 or 5 yards you gain. But when you get 4 or 5 yards with 3 players on top of you, those are the yards that you appreciate. He got hit. And now there's 2, 3 Hawks trying to bring him down, and they're having trouble bringing him down.
Yeah, Cabrera was the first man there. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs at the 21-yard line. Going to toss this left, Spates again. He's going to cut it inside, has some room, and then he's upended at about the 15-yard line. Clock still running, coming down on 2.5 minutes to play in the first half. Mustangs still have all 3 of their timeouts.
And another smart play by Spates was intended where he can go out or go upfield, and he made the right decision. If he would have continued outside, they probably would have gone on for not 6 yards, but the decision to cut upfield gains 6 yards.
Second down and 4. Yeah, that was originally looked like it was designed to go outside, and he saw the daylight inside. Fake handoff to Spates. They give it to Solis up the middle, and he's able to pick up a couple. First defender there on him was Marcus Garza, their senior linebacker, leading tackler, came in with a whopping 91 tackles this season. And we've got a timeout now for the 2-minute timeout. with 1:59 going here in the first half. And give us a chance to recognize our Mustang fan of the game. And this is brought to you by Main Event. It's going to be Janie Reyna. And she's there holding the gift box from Main Event. And we appreciate them very much for supporting our Mustang fans. Our Mustang fan of the game. We got a lot of the officials there. We got the Mr. Castillo, the principal at Memorial High School. We've got see a board member, Miss Regalado. Our deputy superintendent, Miss Garcia, also out there. Some of the assistant principals from Memorial. Even our head of transportation, Mr. Ed Barnhart, is there next to Dr. Canales, the head of human resources. Miss Jeanette Eno and Dr. Rosalba de Hoyos, who both oversee the curriculum in our district for the elementary and for the secondary, respectively.
Ms. Reyna looks very happy. I wonder what's in there. What do they get, Mark? Do you know?
No, just prizes for Main Event. I'm sure it's some
coupons
for food and some games you can play. So you can have a real good time there at Main Event. Oh, and there's Buddy, the therapy dog. He's here tonight enjoying some football.
Go with us. Go. Go.
2 minutes left here in the quarter, and Mustangs knocking on the doors. They hand off Spates. And on 3rd down and 2, Spates looks like he's going to be short of the first down.
And I'm surprised that they didn't fumble, Mark. The defender, I don't know how fast they can get in there, but boy, they're on top of the Mustangs right away. I mean, he was just handing off the ball, and he was like a half a second from being hit. And I think Coach Patterson, I saw him talking to one of the line judges, telling him if he's sure that the Hawk defensive line is not, I mean, are they behind the line of scrimmage? Because that was fast. That was fast.
And they're going to mark him less than a yard short. Mustangs are 0 for 1 on 4th down. It looks like they'll be going for it here, so letting the clock wind down. And maybe they'll call timeout, and they do.
This is their first of the half.
And they call their first timeout of the half, so we'll take it with them with 1:10 to go here in the first half. We're tied at 14, and you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back. 4th down and less than a yard. And Mustangs lining up for the field goal here. If you're thinking it over, Alanis set up at the 19-yard line. This will be a 29-yard attempt by Ruelas. Ruelas' longest is 35 yards, and this is blocked. Blocked in front. And the Hawks pick it up and run it back to the 22, and they'll take over on downs from there with a little over a minute to go here in the first half. But it was a low kick, and the Hawks able to block it. And it'll be Hawks ball. You see the kick there again with too low. And scooped up. Looked like on the scoop was Gian Harvey, one of their seniors.
Looks like Anthony Lerma is the one that blocked it for the Hawks.
So both teams have missed field goal attempts from in close. And the Hawks will take over at their own 23-yard line with 1:03 to go here in the first half. They have all 3 of their timeouts to work with. They decide to go deep. They're going to give it to Edwards, hit at the line of scrimmage, and falls forward for a gain of a couple. He's brought down by a defensive lineman. That was Luis Herrera, one of the senior defensive linemen. You see Herrera wrapping it up in the bear hug right there. Roberts Jones also close on the play. 2nd down and 8. And they're going to sweep this right. It's going to be a halfback pass. Going to throw deep. Man is open, but it's incomplete. And they overthrew the intended receiver, Cortez. It was a pass by Frank Puente.
There's a flag out there, Mark, but what a call. That was a perfect call. It did catch the Mustang defense by surprise.
Ineligible man downfield.
But he would have come back.
Offense number 53. 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
Ineligible player downfield, Mark, but what a call. It worked.
Yeah, relative Puente, his first touch of the night. And then the deep pass. Covering him on the play was cornerback Josh Castellanos.
And give credit to Zach Garcia. He's a backup quarterback. He does have a good arm. He overthrew.
So penalty, only the second one of the game against the Hawks. There have been none on the Mustangs as they do an end around here. The end around goes to Cortez. And Cortez able to pick up some modest yardage, maybe just a yard. And they'll probably let the half run out from here. See on the replay there, another tackle there for the defensive lineman, Pineda. And 8 seconds left in the half. The teams will start walking off the field, so that'll do it for the first half, a quick half there. And we're tied at 14-14 between the Hawks and the Mustangs, and as they battle for the bi-district championship here at DQ Fan Field. Well, here at the half, we'll see the Stars dance team perform for the Harlingen South Hawks. Also the Hawks marching band, followed by the Mustang dance team, the Prancers, and then we'll have the Mustang marching band. All that coming up at halftime. We'll have some stats for you and some highlights. All that on the other side. We'll see you for the third quarter.
Prancer of the Week is Victoria Bracho. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for the McAllen Memorial Prancers. This evening, the Memorial Mustang Band will present their Fall 2025 UIL production and perform the grand finale of their show entitled Colors in Sound. Drum majors Jaime Guerrero, Rebecca Gonzalez, and Amanda Soria Cueto. You may begin your halftime performance. And now, the band would like to play one of our favorite pep tunes, Land of 1,000 Dances. That was Land of 1,000 Dances featuring the McAllen Memorial Color Guard. Great job, Color Guard. A huge thank you goes out to our amazing Memorial Band Booster organization and outstanding band parents for all their energy and support of the band each and every day. The Memorial Band would like to thank McAllen ISD Superintendent, Dr. Gutierrez, school board members, and Ms. Deborah Loya, Fine Arts Director, Fine Arts Music Coordinator Omar Samaniego, and district officials for all their support each and every season. We also want to thank the Memorial High School Administration, Ramiro Castillo Jr., Principal, Administration, teachers, and staff for all their support of the Memorial Band. McAllen Memorial Band Directors are Angel L. Martinez Jr., Araceli Rodriguez, Deborah Luna, Mark Mertens, Angel Aldana. The band is assisted by Marcos Silguero, Lola Campos, and Cody Hasso. Color Guard is under the direction of Sofia Sanchez and Jeremy Fowler. The Memorial Band would like to wish the Harlingen South Band all the best this school year. We hope you enjoyed our halftime festivities. Enjoy the second half of the game, and you know it. Go Mustangs!
And welcome back, almost ready for the second half The start of the third quarter coming up. It'll be the Mustangs to start off with the ball here in the third quarter as the Hawks and Mustangs are tied at 14 here at the break. Some other scores going on around in the playoffs include PSJA North leading Mission 52-0 at halftime. Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial has beaten Edinburgh Velas Sabercats by a score of 10-7. And a game that's in the third quarter is Flower Bluff 31 and the Mackay Bulldogs nothing, as they are early in the third there. Here's a look at the, it's now 38-0 in the second half there between the Bulldogs and the Hornets. Look at our halftime stats. Very even ball game, and the stats bear that out. Both teams with 7 first downs. Rushing yards favoring the Hawks. Passing yards favoring the Mustangs. You would have thought those would have been flipped before the game. Total yards about even, just 11 yards difference. Only 2 penalties in the first half, both on the Hawks. 1 turnover, that was the Hawks. And third downs, both teams 2 for 5. They're right at 40%. There in the first half of play. We just saw the Little Mustangs running across the field. That's a tradition here at DQ Fan Field, where before the second half of every home game for the Mustangs, the Warriors, or the Bulldogs, the kids from the elementary feeder schools get to run out onto the field. We see the Mustangs coming out, ready for the second half. There are the Hawks. And a very competitive first half between these two evenly matched teams here. Hawks 6-4 in their district, and the Mustangs 8-2. Mustangs with a 7-game win streak on the line tonight, and the Hawks have a 3-game win streak that they're trying to extend. Winner of tonight will be the bi-district champion and move on to play in the area championship next week against either Laredo Nixon or New Braunfels High School. And here see the Hawks coaching staff.
There's Coach Gonzalez, played for the Harlingen Cardinals. Coach Patterson played at Edinburgh North.
Yeah, both men in their 5th year as head coach of their respective schools. Both have done well to get their teams in the playoffs. Mustangs were in the playoffs last year. Harlingen South also went to the playoffs a year ago.
Was it 2 years ago when they played each other by district?
I think so.
It was a low-scoring game. It was ugly weather in Harlingen, I remember. And nobody could score. I think at the end, Harlingen South took a victory. A very, very low-scoring affair.
We saw Alanis back to receive. Here's Ovalla's kick. This will be high and go out of bounds. And this will be Mustang football at the 30-yard line. The Mustangs will have good field position here to start half number 2.
One of the keys to our game were, Mark, maybe we knew it was going to be halftime
Free kick out of bounds.
14-14.
Kicking team. Ball will be placed 5 yards from the out-of-bounds spot. First down.
All right, ball will be placed on the be placed on the 30, but I wonder if there's another penalty they've added on to that, because now they've moved it up to the 40-yard line.
So the key to the game for us was second half, like ball control, who was going to take charge in the second half. So we'll see. Very evenly matched game.
So Mustangs, 1st and 10, their own 40, as we see Spates with it. And Spates into the secondary as he looked like he was going to get tackled in the backfield for a loss, but picks up 8 yards.
Good call on your part, Mark. He looked like he was not going to get nothing, that they had him, but that quickness that he has broke up field and turned a no gainer into a very positive 8-yard gain, and more importantly, he did not fumble the ball.
Yeah, big plays will be crucial, especially in this second half. Mustangs with a 2nd and 2 now. And here's Spates again, breaks one tackle, has the first down as he crosses into Hawks territory to about the 47-yard line, a gain of 5 on the play. And the Mustangs will move the chains.
And as a defensive coordinator for the Hawks, you have stopped Spates when you look at it. Maybe 10 carries here and there for less than 4 or 5 yards, but that big one that he broke And I was watching the replay, Mark. That's a highlight reel. He ran over 2 players on that big 50-yard plus gainer in the first half.
Yeah, he's had to break tackles on every run he's had tonight. Lerma on the tackle in that last play. Here's a toss to Spates, right side. Finds a little bit of a seam there and is still going. Wrestling with Lerma, so Lerma finally able to bring him down. Not till he gets to the 42-yard line. Another pickup of 5.
You know, one of the things you have to remember that I feel sorry for the quarterbacks for the Mustangs. Look at him. After the pitch, he's got to go. This guy is only like 5'6", Mark, weighs about 140 pounds, and he's got to go block linebackers. Forget about it. What kind of reward? I wouldn't want to be a quarterback in this offense.
Yeah, I thought quarterbacks had it easy. They just give the ball to somebody else. No such luck in the Mustang offense. And here's Valdez. Fakes a handoff, now rolls out, hits his man. That's Jaden Alanis there with the catch. Alanis, just his 6th catch of the year, but he's averaging about 20 yards a catch. And that time held short of that, only a gain of 3.
That's a good positive play, though. I mean, you don't want to put Valdez in a bad situation. But one of the highlights for the first half has to be the play of quarterback Vicente Valdez. He's managed the game very well.
Yeah, hasn't panicked or anything like that. Harlingen South with 6 men on the scrimmage, and on 3rd and 2, Spates picks up the first down. Is still going. Look at him at the 20, now at the 10, and a touchdown. Braxton Spates takes it 39 yards on 3rd down for pay dirt for the Mustangs, and they are in the lead for the first time.
No penalty, and it's pretty much giving your running back an opportunity, and that's what the offensive line did. And then the breaking of the tackle. You can't just depend on one defender to bring him down. He's very strong.
Yeah, 60 yards, 5 plays on that scoring drive. Took just 2 minutes and 7 seconds. The Mustangs go the length of the field. 39-yard run by Spates. Now here's the extra point. Ruelas with the kick. It's up and good.
Important extra point, Mark, as you remember right there at the 2nd quarter, they blocked his field goal. Look at this. 1 block, 2 break tackles, and the rest is 6 points.
All right, and for Spates, that is touchdown number 16. We'll be right back.
McAllen ISD has 2 major awards to start the new year. We have the state A rating for our academic achievement and the state's highest mark for financial accountability. It's student success while managing the public dollar with expertise. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
(21-14), the lead here for the Mustangs. First time they've been in front here tonight. And Spates with his 16th touchdown, all of them rushing for the season. And here's the kickoff by the Mustangs. It's a short kick fielded at the 21-yard line as a return here by Cortez. And Cortez up to the 34-yard line. And it'll be good field position for the Hawks here in the 3rd quarter.
So basically halftime adjustments were nothing major as far as your offense is concerned for the Mustangs. Is continue to pound the ball. And we'll see how the defense for the Mustangs come out here in the 2nd half.
The ball actually spotted at the 35-yard line. 1st and 10. Here they go. Again, it'll be a handoff. And this is bottled up at short of the line of scrimmage. Mustangs all over this. It looks like Edwards may have just barely gotten back to the line of scrimmage. And it'll be 2nd down and 10.
For the most part, the Mustang defense has done a good job and runs up the middle. What they're getting hurt on are rollouts to the outside, especially with quarterback Schroyer and the passing attack.
As they look at the replay once again. And now back to the live action. righty with Edwards, and Edwards able to break a tackle in the second effort, get it across the 35 up to about the 39-yard line, but it'll be third down.
And we know in the first half there were several third and long, but Harlingen South was successful on some of those where the Mustangs had a golden opportunity to get the ball back.
The ball at the, actually spotted at the 38-yard line. It's now third down and 7. Now 2 offensive linemen will shift over to the right side. And here's a quarterback run. This is Schroyer. And Schroyer looks like he has the first down. The Mustangs had a chance there with the third and 7.
That's what I was talking about, that the success has been that the Mustangs, up the middle, they've done okay, but those outside runs are where they're getting hurt.
Yeah, it was a 9-yard pickup on third and 7 by the quarterback Schroyer, who came in with about 730 yards rushing. He was the leading rusher on the team. And now here's a direct snap to Cortez. And Cortez able to break a couple of tackles, has a first down, as wrestled out of bounds in Mustang territory at the 40. It's a gain of 12, and another set of downs here for the Hawks.
That's what an athlete does to you when you're a quarterback, a good athlete.
For an injury.
Instead of a 5-yard loss, he turns it into a 12-yard gain.
A good run by Cortez. It was off a direct snap as he runs the ball, and the Hawks up to closing in on 200 yards rushing. They're at 182. Memorial at 201. Officials timeout on the field. 8:22 to go here in the third quarter. We're going to take a short timeout. We'll be back in a moment. It's 21-14 Mustangs here in the third quarter, and you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in. McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And welcome back. Mark May with Mario Reyna. The rest of our award-winning MITV broadcast crew bringing you an exciting game tonight. My district championship. 21-14 Mustangs. And here's a first down here for the Hawks. Both teams have made some adjustments at halftime. We're seeing some different looks by both. And here's Edwards with a broken tackle, still going across the 35 down to about the 32-yard line. A gain of 8 on the play. And brings second down.
That's the second consecutive defensive play where the Mustangs did not execute. Poor tackling has led to positive yards. The Mustangs were there.
Yeah. But, first man back there, I want to say, was Stevie Gonzalez. Second down and 3. Man goes in motion for the Hawks. It's Matthew Alvier. They'll give it to Edwards. Sweep to the left, has room, still going, breaks through the secondary and goes in for the touchdown. A 32-yard burst there for Edwards and his second touchdown of the night. And the Hawks 1 point away from tying it up.
And the Hawks continue to exploit the outside runs. That's where they're having success. The containment is not there by the Mustang defense. Can't allow a runner like Edwards to get outside the hash mark. Having a fantastic night. Edwards has to be way over 100 yards.
Yeah, his 2 touchdown runs are 64 and 32. That puts him at 96 just on those 2 runs. So, yeah, well over 100. And the extra point by Ovalle is good. And he puts his team in into a tie, 21-21.
Good blocking down there on the left side.
Another look at the run here by Edwards for 32 yards. And his second touchdown of the night, his 14th of the season. We'll be back. We're tied at 21.
The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back tied at 21. That's a scoring drive for the Hawks, a 65-yard, 6-play scoring drive. Edwards with the 32-yard run to tie it up at 21. We see Jaden Solis back at his 10-yard line. And it's going to be kicked deep. We field at the 5-yard line. This is Alanis on the return. Crosses the 20 and then tripped up. Looked like he had some room there, but tripped up, and it'll be Mustangs ball at the 23-yard line.
So give credit to the Hawks offense. They didn't panic. They were down 21-14. And they did what they had to do to stay in this game.
And both teams over 200 yards rushing. Mustangs at 201, Hawks at 222. First and 10, 23-yard line here for Memorial. Mustangs will put 3 receivers close to the tackle, the left side. They hand this off to Spates. Spates finds his way up for a gain of about 1. And bring up second down and 9. Clock running at just over 7 minutes to go here in the third quarter. See the Hawks, several Hawk players in there on that tackle, including Joe Carter Nunez, and also in there Cash Harrell, 2 defensive ends. And second and 9 now for the Mustangs. Odd man front for the defense. Here's Spates, and Spates able to cross the 25 to the 26. They'll bring up third down.
And the Hawks with 2 good back-to-back plays. And it all starts at the defensive line of scrimmage, that they had penetration there where the Mustangs were having success on the offensive line, but not here in the last 2 plays. That's why it's now a 3rd and 7.
Harrell, the first defender there. Lerma and Nunez combining on the tackle. And 3rd down and 7 now for the Mustangs. They're 3 for 6 on 3rd down. 3-step drop for Valdez. Hits his man, it's Alanis. And Alanis picking up the first down. Ran a short out route. Valdez able to hit him in stride. And they'll move the ball up to the 36, a gain of 10.
And if most people were watching how Vicente Valdez is doing a good job, he tries to get an extra yard by hurdling. But Valdez does not look like a sophomore that has not played a lot of games. He looks like an experienced quarterback. He's handling himself very well.
Valdez 4 for 4 for 57 yards and a touchdown pass. And here's going to toss it to Spates on first down. Spates cuts it up the middle and gets across the 40 to the 42. Before he's brought down by Hawks defender Jackson Fernandez.
See, Marquez, what's happened is the 2 plays where Braxton went up the middle, didn't get anything, but it opens up these plays, the outside plays.
Picked up 5 yards there. So Spates and Edwards both having big nights. Tied at 21, 5.5 to go here in the third. Alanis goes in motion. They'll give this straight ahead to Spates. Spins off one would-be tackler. Has the first down. And is up near midfield. Might just be in Hawks territory to the 49. A pickup of 10.
That's pretty good blocking right up the middle to get those extra yards. The good thing, Mark, is that if you allow Spates, when you don't contact him until about 4 or 5 yards down the field, you're in trouble if you're a defense. You got to hit him early.
Another first down for the Mustangs. Under 5 minutes to go now in the third quarter. Mustangs at the Hawks 49. They're going to give this to Solis. Solis able to break one tackle, but then brought down after a short gain to the 47. Gain of 2. Mustangs have second down.
The thing about Solis, Mark, he's not running that often, but he has also proven himself that on any given night he can have big games.
Yeah, 3 touchdowns. Yeah, last week in the regular season closer against La Jolla Palmview, came in averaging just under 8 yards a carry. But is yet to break a big one here tonight. Spates has one big long run, a 54-yarder that set up a touchdown in the first half. Here's Valdez, wants to throw, going deep. Man there, it's caught by Alanis. Alanis in the red zone. It'll be a first down for the Mustangs.
Got to be kidding, Mark. Every time Valdez goes back, I'm looking to see what he's going to do, and he continues to impress.
All the way down to the Hawks' 15-yard line, a pickup of 32 yards. Yeah, Lerma and also Jacob Garza on the tackle. But Alanis having a huge night here for the Mustangs. 32 yards all the way to the Hawks' 15-yard line. Here's a toss to Spates. Spates looking for an opening, now bounces outside, has room, race to the corner, and a touchdown for the Mustangs. Mustangs go in front, 27-21. Spates, his second touchdown of the night.
And the defense for the Hawks, their focus was, as soon as he got the handoff up the middle, all the Hawk defenders came towards the center of the field to get Spates down. And what does he do? He bounces it out to the outside, and it made it look easy. It wasn't as easy as it looked. He just made it look easy.
Here's the extra point try to put the Mustangs up by 7 once more. Here's Ruelas' kick. And this is up and good. He's 4 for 4 tonight, and his team is up 28-21 with 3:21 to play in the third quarter.
It almost looks like this game might go down to which team is going to be the last team with the ball or a crucial turnover. Look at this. He goes up the middle. Everybody, all the defenders went up the middle, and Spates goes outside, and nobody's there.
8-play, 77-yard drive. We'll be right back. Mustangs in front.
McAllen ISD has 2 major awards to start the new year. We have the state A rating for our academic achievement and the state's highest mark for financial accountability. It's student success while managing the public dollar with expertise. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And back for the kickoff here. 3.5 to play in the third quarter. 7-point lead for the Mustangs. Here's Cortez on the return up across the 30-yard line to the Harlingen South 33-yard line. And we've had 3 ties and 1 lead change in this game tonight. Neither team has led by more than 7.
The other factor that might lead to victory is which defense is going to come up with a big stop. Now, the Mustangs had opportunities in the last plays, and you look at this beautiful run by Spates. The Mustangs had the opportunities, Mark, but they had a couple of missed tackles, or they would have gotten the ball back. That's when you need somebody like Nico Lara. Remember him? A couple of years ago, linebacker?
Oh, yes.
It was a sure thing.
Spates, by the way, with 17 touchdowns running this year. Ball comes out, it's loose! Loose on the floor, and the Mustangs have it. It's the second turnover of the night, and this time it's Javi Izaguirre, the defensive end, who comes away with the loose ball.
Another big play by Izaguirre. He's the one that cost the fumble in the first half.
Yeah, caused that one and recovers this one. First time it led to a touchdown, and this one's also deep in Hawks territory. This was Schroyer, the quarterback, who kept it.
I didn't get the number of who hit and cost the fumble. Did you, Mark?
No.
I always like to
have
give
to look
credit.
at the replay again. We'll see if we can see it. Oh, fumble caused by 11, we're told by our director. And there's Solis on first down. It's going to lose some yardage. number 11, Mateo Gutierrez, a sophomore linebacker who caused that fumble. And he just reached in and was able to strip the ball loose. Second turnover of the night, and both of them on the Hawks.
And here's where good teams, Mark, take advantage of a turnover. If you don't get points out of it, it's basically you only gain some field position. So you got to do something. You got to put some points on the board. The momentum's on your side. You just scored a touchdown, and now you have the ball. Here comes Spates. Surprise, pass.
Yep. And here's Valdez wanting to throw. He's running for his life now. Finally throws it and essentially throws it away. Alanis, closest receiver in the area. That's, believe it or not, the first incompletion for Valdez tonight.
And believe it or not, that's a good incompletion because there was nothing to field. A young sophomore sometimes might have they want to force something to happen, but he did a good thing. He saw that Alanis was not open, so he just threw it out of bounds.
So that brings up 3rd and 10 here for the Mustangs.
Let's make some noise, fans! Go!
There are 4 defensive linemen all on the left side, and here they run it inside to Alanis. Alanis with the first down and more. Cuts it across the grain at the 10, and all the way in for the touchdown. A brilliant call there by the Mustangs as they run to the weak side, and Alanis races in from 37 yards out, and the Mustangs go up by 2 scores.
And Mark, that might be the best call of the year by offensive coordinator Tivo Gonzalez. We saw it earlier in the year, and it was a misdirection that didn't go, I don't think it went for much, but this one was the right call at the right time as Coach Gonzalez is looking on and saying, that was a great call. What else can you say?
Here's Ruelas to attempt the extra point. This is up and good. He's 5 for 5 now, and it is 35-21. Mustangs in. And here's the replay here.
Good job by Alanis.
Alanis finding the open space.
James Solis right there helped out a little bit at the end to make sure.
So Alanis with 2 touchdowns in this game, and the Mustangs lead it 35-21. We'll be right back.
McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And welcome back. And you can see that the defensive line there of the Hawks in white lined up all to the right side of the center. And as a result, with the misdirection to Alanis, he was able to go in and score. We'll take a look at it in just a moment. And there's the kickoff return out to the 32-yard line. The Hawks will set up. But here it is again. You see the Hawks defensive line on the right side. And then Alanis, number 19, gets the ball going back to the right side of the offense or the left of the defense, and that's why so much space there. And once Alanis got into the open field, was able to use his instincts to race for the daylight and the touchdown. A brilliant call against the right defense. Alanis had lined up as a wingback on the left, ran it back to the right, kind of a counter play. And just a thing of beauty to watch there. So we see here on first down.
And on that touchdown, Mark, on that touchdown, downfield, McIntyre also had a really nice block.
Look at the replay there. The defense holding him to 3 yards. 2nd down and 7 now. Last 2 minutes of the 3rd quarter. Still plenty of time for the Hawks to come back in this. They've been very successful with the run and the pass tonight. Edwards carries it up to the 40-yard line, a gain of 5. They'll bring up 3rd down.
This game is far from over. You know, the Hawks have some playmakers. So because of those playmakers, and we've seen evidence so far in this game, they're always in the game.
Man goes in motion. That's Javier. Lines up his wing on the left. They give it to Edwards, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield. It'll bring up 4th down here. And the Mustangs all over that one. Roberts Jones, I believe, the first man there, the linebacker, tackles him back at the 39 and a loss of a yard.
Good penetration there on the defense by the Mustangs, and pretty much it's too early here for the 3rd quarter that Coach Gonzalez basically does not have a choice. A 4th and 3. You give up the ball this deep in your own territory, you're in trouble, especially when you're down 14. So punting is the right thing to do, but look out for fakes. You never know.
Here's the punt by Ovalle, just the 2nd one of the night for the Hawks. Mustangs will not make a play on it, and it's going to be killed at the Mustang 31-yard line by Harrell. And the Mustangs will take over from there. So the second half, the momentum has definitely shifted when the Hawks seem to be kind of in control, or at least could have gone to the halftime locker room with a lot of confidence. It's the Mustangs with 14 points, or actually 21 points here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, we knew, Mark, that the offenses were they were doing well, and we talked about which defense was going to come up and make some big plays. So you had the Mustang defense with a turnover, and we're going to have a timeout. And then the Mustang defense with a big stop.
This is their first of the half.
All right, timeout called by the Hawks. 35-21 our score. Mustangs in front. We're near the end of the 3rd quarter, and we'll be back in a moment. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
McAllen ISD's 2025 Superintendent Scholarship Golf Tournament was a huge success. More than $68,000 was raised for student scholarships. We want to thank everyone who contributed and be on the lookout for this year's event coming this spring. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back here at DQ Fan Field. Great night for football, by-district championship. Mustangs in the lead, 35-21.
Mark, another thing on that play that was called on a misdirection that was really important is that you use your running back as a decoy. So everybody's thinking, like you said, that the defenders are on one side, and that helps.
Yeah, the defensive line was shifted on that touchdown run by Allen East. Defensive line was shifted to the right of the center. And here's Spates on 1st down with a big run all the way across the 40. Looks like he might have a 1st down. So he's up to the 41-yard line. And then, of course, that Allen East run back to the right or the open side.
Hydration. Timeout.
10 yards. And we are at the end of 3 quarters of play. And it's the Mustangs who outscore the Hawks 21-0 in the 4th quarter. And now lead it 21-7 in the 3rd quarter, and now lead it 35-21 as we head to the 4th. We'll be back. This is Football Night in McAllen.
The national rankings for the best high schools in America are in, and all 5 McAllen ISD high schools are on it. This is the 11th straight year our high schools have made the list, published by U.S. News and World Report. Congratulations to all 5. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And welcome back. 35-21 our score. Mustangs outscoring the Hawks 21-7 in that exciting 3rd quarter. Some other scores going on. Flower Bluff now leading McAllen High School 45-7 in the 4th quarter. And as we mentioned earlier, Corpus Christi Veterans Memorial defeating Edinburgh Vela 10-7. And PSJA North was leading Mission 52-0 at halftime. That game now probably in the 2nd half. So if the Mustangs win here tonight, they would be the only team from District 16-5A to survive the 1st round. They've still got a whole 4th quarter to go here. Hawks really packing the line of scrimmage here. 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Going to try to run this outside. And look at this. This is Allen East. Got all kinds of room. And he's into the secondary and all the way down to the Hawk 40-yard line, a gain of 19 yards.
And that's Jaden Solis, Mark, that sometimes we have a tendency to forget about because Braxton Spates is having a great night. But we know you can't forget about Jaden Solis, because this is exactly what he'll do to you.
And Mustangs, again, another great call there as the Hawks were packed to the inside. Mustangs run it to the outside. And a lot of room there for Alanis, his biggest run of the night. 1st and 10 now. They're in Hawks territory at the 40. And there's Alanis again for a gain of 3. Down to the 37-yard line.
So Solis getting back-to-back carries. So, I mean, he should be rested. He's not getting a lot of carries. So,
yeah, I think I said Alanis, didn't I? It's Solis.
It happens to us.
Yeah, is the ball carrier on the last 2 plays.
Get on your feet and make some noise. Go! Go!
Pretty much, you can expect some more running. The Hawks are now having trouble stopping this big offensive line.
Yeah, they wear you down, definitely. This time, Solis provides a lead block for Spates. And Spates brought down, looks like at about the line of scrimmage. Actually, maybe a gain of a yard, but it's going to be 3rd and long.
By the time they snap this one, it's going to be about 10 minutes to go. And here's where it starts getting crucial time, especially for the Hawks. They need a stop to get the ball back. It's only a 2-possession game, but they cannot afford to make it a 3-possession game. So this is a big 3rd down, especially for the Hawks defense.
And here's Valdez wanting to throw. Hit as he throws. Going deep, but falls short. Looks like it was a pass intended for Gonzalez. Not a pass back in the first half, and this will bring up 4th down, but there is a flag down. Had many flags here tonight. There have been only 3 on the Hawks, none on the Mustangs. This was in the Mustang backfield.
I think it's going to go against the Hawks.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
That's
number
huge.
6.
Huge, Mark.
15-yard penalty from the previous spot. Automatic 1st down.
Take a look at the replay, Mark.
Yeah, showing the replay on the big board.
I think the only thing you can do is you can tackle him, but you cannot grab him and throw him.
So it does a little bit shaken up there on the replay. It'll be a 1st down for the Mustangs, 15 yards. That moves it down to the 22-yard line.
The Hawks could not, they didn't need that because they were going to get a 4th down coming up.
And here's Spates off tackle left, has room, and then it closes, and a ball stolen away. The ball somehow stolen away by Lerma, and the Hawks have it. It's the 1st turnover of the night on the Mustangs, and the Mustangs will be on defense now as the Hawks bring the offense back out. They'll be 1st down at the 24.
And if the Hawks needed a turnover this year, this is the one they needed to stay in the game.
Yeah, the Mustangs were in business all the way down to the 22-yard line with the 1st down. And then Lerma simply stole the ball from Spates. It'll be 1st down at the Hawks' 24-yard line with 9:48 to go here in the 4th quarter. Cortez in motion. Schroyer back to throw. Throws long, a man in motion, or man downfield, incomplete. That was Edwards. They sent him deep on a wheel route. Adeba Wally providing coverage on the play.
He was open.
Yeah, this was well set up. That might have been a touchdown as Edwards, if he'd been able to catch that in stride.
That's where you have to be careful because they have a couple of outstanding playmakers that can go the distance at any given moment.
2nd down and 10. Schroyer out of the gun, now being chased. He's going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked back at the 19-yard line. A loss of 5. It'll be 3rd down.
Combo sack right there by Javi Izaguirre and Dylan Sanchez.
You see Schroyer back to throw, and then Izaguirre, the 1st man there, along with Dylan Sanchez. Izaguirre with his 11th sack of the year. It's 11 of the 15 sacks for the Mustangs. That's the 1st sack they've had tonight. Schroyer on 3rd down and 15. Now running for his life, being chased. Keller has him, and Keller brings him down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 4th down.
What a play, Mark. If he doesn't do that play, you never know what happens. But Keller did a good job. He was the spy there. He was making sure that he kept his eye ashore. And look at how quickly Keller got there. I bet you his mom, Coach April Helge out of Gonzalez Elementary, is down there somewhere in the stands, just jumping up and down. That's a heck of a play, Mark.
Yeah, I think Miss Helge was a Nicky Rowe graduate herself, but tonight a Mustang fan watching her son. And what a great game he's had. And here's a fair catch called for by Alanis.
Well done. No fumble.
Alanis has the catch at the Mustang 36.
This is what you call team football, Mark. You know, Braxton Spates is having a heck of a night. He had a fumble. Probably didn't like it. But the defense came up. And they're there for the fumble. And we'll see if the Mustangs can, with less than 9 minutes, can run down the clock a little bit with their running game.
Mustangs on 1st down, give it to Spates. And Spates breaks a tackle, still going. Had some good blocks from Solis and Reyes. And it'll be 2nd down.
I don't know how many times, Mark, as you're announcing, calling the game, you've said, breaks a tackle. And he's still on his feet. And right here, he should have been down. Most running backs probably would have been on the turf, but not Braxton Spates. He looks like he gets stronger as the game goes on.
They spot the ball at the 44, gain of 8. And Mustangs just trying to run that clock down to 8:46 to go. Stopped as Spates went out of bounds. Hawks have 2 timeouts left, Mustangs with 3. 2nd and 2, Spates breaks it into the secondary and a 1st down. He's into Hawks territory at the 46 for a gain of 10.
On that play, Mark, if you take a look at the replay, I felt sorry for Josue Lopez, the defender for the Hawks. He took a shot from Spates running over him. Take a look at this right here, Mark. Right there.
And when it ran over him, is finally brought down by Cabrera, the safety. And Mustangs with a new set of downs. And here's a handoff, going to be Spates again, straight ahead. Picks up about 4 before he's brought back by the defender Anthony Lerma. And at the ball to the 42.
And this is when you have the type of offense that the Mustangs have. They like to run the ball and get a couple of 1st downs here and there. It's exactly what you want because the clock is now under 7 minutes. The Hawks do have
time becoming a factor.
Have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute timeout. So
yeah, down 2 scores. The clock definitely a factor now. 2nd and 6 here for the Mustangs. You had 7 men crowding the line of scrimmage for the defense. Here's Alanis trying to break it outside. Or excuse me, Solis. Got Alanis stuck in my head, but Solis with the run across the 45 to about the 43.
I don't blame you with having Alanis under because he had 2 touchdowns today.
Actually lost a yard there.
A rare loss.
And bring up 3rd down.
The other thing that Vicente is doing, Mark, he waits till the last 2 or 3 seconds before they snap the ball. So he's done a great job of managing this game as the quarterback.
They're showing a lot of poise, just a sophomore. And here's Valdez back to throw. He's going to run this now, trying to get outside, and not able to do so as the Hawks defense swarms down on him. He's able to get to the 41, but it'll bring up 4th down and about 5.
I love this. Number 17, I'm going to give you credit.
So
Cabrera. Very good sportsmanship. Very good sportsmanship. That's what you like to see on the field.
There's another look at it. She was brought down by Mario Amato.
Look at Cabrera
right there, helping him up.
No choice here, but with less than 5 minutes to go, the Mustangs will be punting.
5.5 left. There we see the return man. And here's the punt by Ruelas. Return man is Cabrera. And it's going to take a Mustang roll here. Look at this, inside the 10. And still going to about the 7-yard line. And the Hawks will be pinned very deep with 5:16 to go here in the 4th quarter. We still have 2 timeouts to
Take a
work
look
with.
at the replay. Ruelas did a good job of it. It could have been a fumble there. That would have been disaster. But did a good job of maintaining his composure and getting the ball out. And then there's Keller.
So this will be at the 7. 5:16 to go. First and 10 here for the Hawks. And a 3-man rush. Going to throw this one deep, and man is open and incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Cortez. Cortez had uncovered that Schroyer's pass a little too far for him, and it's 2nd and 10.
Gives me an opportunity to send a shout out on behalf of Coach Israel Gonzalez to his brother Alberto Gonzalez. His brother's an assistant fire chief in FAR, and he's on assignment over there in Kerrville.
4th quarter of Flower Bluff leading Mackay 45-7. Here's 2nd and 10. Schroyer steps up in the pocket and now collapses. He gets away from it. Able to get into the open field. Crosses the 15, has a 1st down. Up to about the 18-yard line.
How did Schroyer do that? I mean, he looked like there are 2 defenders for the Mustangs on top of him. And all of a sudden, he's still on his feet.
That picked up 11 yards.
Working hard.
And it looked like they had him right there. Somehow he's able to push his way free. Picked up 11 yards. And here he is in trouble, and he's going to be sacked.
Man.
Schroyer in trouble, and it's Yzagiri again. And what a night he's had. Caused a fumble, recovered a fumble, and now his 2nd sack of the night.
Official
He's
timeout.
having a heck of a night.
And we've got an official's timeout now. So we'll take another look at this. You see Schroyer looked like he had time, and Yzagiri just came from nowhere and tackled him back at about the 7-yard line, a loss of 11. And it'll be 2nd down and very long. We've got an official's timeout. And Yzagiri, one of these seniors,
Look at all those
on this team.
Look at his helmet. Look at the helmet right there, Mark. All those little M's for
all the stickers, yep.
Positive things that he's done. And today he's earned a bunch of M's. Causing the
He's got
fumble.
several. He's going to get some big M's.
Absolutely. And so is Vicente Valdez.
And how about Alanis and Spates?
Oh, definitely.
Maybe that whole offensive line.
In the 4th quarter is CC veteran 31, Bella 26.
Well, I think that final we announced between Vela and Veterans Memorial was not a final after all. It was a game that was still in continuing
We got that
play.
score with Action 4 News, so they should be putting that kind of score up there when it's not correct.
The new quarterback is in there. 2nd and 18 now. New quarterback in there after the apparent injury. And he has to run for his life, gets out to the line of scrimmage. This is Miguel Arizmendi.
And you know who made sure he was out of bounds? Dalton Keller. The defense has picked it up for the Mustangs here in the second half. Now, that's a question you and I asked, which defense was going to start imposing their will on the offense, and it has been the Mustang defense.
Yeah, 3rd down and 18 now for the Hawks. They're at their 10-yard line. Arizmendi back to throw. Now scrambling, and now hit in the backfield and goes down. It's another sack for Izagiri. And he is just a one-man wrecking crew back there. His 3rd sack of the night.
If Izagiri keeps doing that, Mark, he's not going to have any space on his helmet for those little reward stickers.
He'll have to get a new helmet. And you see the replay there, and Izagiri knocking Arizmendi down. It's a loss of 4.
And pretty much here in the second half, Mark, you could start to feel that the Mustangs, they want their season to continue. And they're making the plays.
And here's the punt. And Mustangs, I believe they made a play on it. The ball is going to be killed in Mustang territory at about the 46-yard line. Clock stops with 2:36 to go. And the Mustangs with a chance to run the clock out.
Do we have any happy
South
fans?
has only 2 timeouts.
Do we have any happy fans out there, Mark?
I hope so. We have some fan cam going out there right now.
I mean, there's still 2 minutes and 36 seconds to go, Mark. If the Mustangs get a couple of first downs, they should be victorious here. So what was the possibilities? Who do they play next if they win this game?
Yeah, we'll show you that in just a moment. And here's Valdez going to toss this left. And Solis focusing on nothing but holding on to the football. Take a loss there. Clock will run. Toss the ball back to the 43. And there's who the winner will play, Mario. New Braunfels against Laredo Nixon.
This is their 2nd of the half.
Braunfels Unicorns 8-2. Laredo Nixon 7-3. That'll be for the area championship next week. Got a timeout called by the Hawks right now. They'll have 1 remaining. 2:20 remaining on the clock right now. Mustangs closing in on 300 yards rushing. They're at 288 right now.
Now, Mark, just to tell you how people do listen to us, I got a text from Coach Helge, and she says, Mario, I didn't graduate from Rowe. I graduated from McAllen Memorial. So
okay.
It wasn't me, April. It was
wrong.
Mark. Blame Mark.
And 2:20 to go. Here is Alanis breaking a tackle, and then the second one gets him, and he'll be down at the 47-yard line. The clock will continue to run down to the 2-minute timeout.
I do think they
This
stopped
is
the
their
clock.
3rd and final of the half.
I was going to say that more than likely New Braunfels, they're a real tough team, and maybe somebody can give us a score on that, Mark.
Yeah, and our director just came through with the final score. New Braunfels 49, Laredo Nixon 14.
Wow.
So it'll be New Braunfels to take on what looks like Memorial next week.
Right on cue, Mark. That's what makes this production special, Mark. You've been around for many years. It's won the best in state. Is that correct?
That's
some of my
MITV
friends
has won that award.
Some
Yes.
of my friends don't believe it. So.
Yep, MITV's won that award in the Texas School Public Relations Association Annual Star Awards for Best Live Sports Event. Also won it for baseball.
How about that?
Yeah.
Was that one where you and I were at 1:30 in the morning somewhere in Corpus?
Not that one, but the one before that, where it was the Mustangs and Bulldogs in the baseball playoffs. Hawks jump out offside, but they get back, and here's Spates on 3rd down and 9, trying to pick up the first down, and he dives there, second effort, I think he got it.
That could
They
be
had
the
him
ball
dead
game.
to rights, 4 yards shy of the line to gain, and he dives.
That could
And I
be
think,
the ball game.
head first dive, and I think he may have gotten the first. He did. Wow.
Determination, Mark.
The 2-minute timeout.
You know,
There's the Hawk 44.
If you were to ask Coach Patterson, well, who do we pick for? Like, we don't do this, right? But who are the MVPs today? There's too many. This is a great team effort.
Yep, you've got Spates with 2 touchdowns. Michael Alanis had 2 scores, and then Javi Ziguete with 3 sacks, a fumble cause, and a fumble recovery on defense.
Keller with big plays, and then let's not forget Vicente
Valdez,
doing
he's
a
thrown
great
for a
job.
touchdown pass and done really well. We're at the 2-minute timeout. We're going to take a break. We'll be back in a moment.
McAllen ISD is a state A-rated district for the 2025-26 school year. Not only that, but each high school also earned an A. 17 schools in all across McAllen ISD. McAllen ISD, we are all in.
And we're back. Harlingen South, by the way, has used their 2 timeouts on the upside of the 2-minute warning. So the Mustangs just need to down the ball 3 times, and this game will be in the books. Hawks out of timeouts. Cannot stop the clock.
Look at that good sportsmanship, Mark. That's 2 teams that have fought hard, and they are congratulating each other. I got to give credit to Coach Israel Gonzalez. Reflection on him, and a reflection on Coach Patterson. Pretty much second half, Mark. We talked about it in one of our keys to the game, that who was going to control the second half, and it was the Mustangs' day here in the second half.
And Mustangs with 301 yards rushing, by the way. The Hawks with 228. Both teams playing well tonight. Hawks had 7 points in the first, second, and third quarter, but held scoreless in the fourth. Mustangs also scoreless in the fourth, but the 21-point scoring effort in the third by the Mustangs put them up 35-21, and that's going to be our final score. So Mustangs will just have to snap it one more time.
Congratulations to Coach Moses Patterson on a by-district victory, district championship.
Yep, they were city champions, district champions, and now by-district champions. They'll move on to the area championship, the second round of the state playoffs, to take on New Braunfels, which is 9-2. Mustangs also 9-2. Hawks season ends at 6-5 for the second straight year. Their 3-game win streak comes to a close. They were 4-1 on the road, an excellent road team. But fall on the short side here tonight as the Mustangs stay unbeaten at home and improve to 6-0 here on this home field. And win the game. There we see Patterson being congratulated by Athletic Director Brian McClenny. And Coach Patterson and his crew winning the by-district title. Coaches shaking hands, Mustangs shaking hands, and touchdowns tonight for the Harlingen South. Edwards, running back, had 2 touchdowns on both long runs. Ovalle, the receiver, caught a pass from the quarterback, Schroeder. And Memorial had 2 touchdowns from Braxton Spates, 2 touchdown runs, a run and a pass catch by Michael Alanis. And then Vicente Valdez had a touchdown pass and a quarterback sneak for a rushing touchdown as well. So the Mustangs improving to 9-2. They're the by-district champions. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to the Harlingen South Hawks on their season. Our final score, 35-21 in favor of the Mustangs. For Mario Reyna and the rest of our MITV broadcast crew, this is Mark May saying so long from McAllen, Texas. Good night.
MITV.